This morning on DC News Now, back to class across the DMV. Live team coverage as students and teachers start a new school year. Humidity and heat returning to the region. We're tracking a chance of storms and a return of summer weather. The Manassas Park community supporting a missing mother.
I don't want any more women's dreams to be ripped away from them the way it's happened to her.
Her husband expected to appear in court today. Ward 8 looking to heal. The community meeting taking place tonight after Councilmember Trayon White's arrest on a bribery charge. And a homecoming for an Olympic champion.
She's like a hero for me.
Her achievements inspiring the next generation of Arlington athletes.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning and thanks for starting your day with us here on DC News Now. It is 8 o'clock on a Monday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Happy Monday to you. Shanika's going to have the latest on the roads in just a moment. Jackie, start us off with the forecast, which is dry right now, but it's going to be wet a little bit later in just a few hours.
Yeah, we could be seeing some isolated showers and thunderstorms popping up later on today, middle of the afternoon into the early evening. That's definitely when you want to make sure that you are staying weather aware. Out there right now, we're seeing those temperatures starting off in the 60s and lower 70s. Those 70s reserved right now for DC as well as Lexington Park and Annapolis. Elsewhere, we're starting off into those upper 60s at this point for most of the region. Low 60s back over towards the Luray area. That school day forecast, it is muggy out there this morning. We warm things up by recess, low 80s, and then we're right around 90 towards the end of the school day. And that's when we could also see some showers and thunderstorms too. I'll have more details and timing it all out with that 8-day forecast for the 8 o'clock hour coming up. Shanika, what are you seeing out there on the roadways on this Monday morning?
All right, out to Frederick County, you are going to see some slowdowns on 15 heading northbound, so that is just past 40. Let's flip over to the maps. We're not seeing any crashes to report there. It's just really slow. Many people heading out to school and work. So looking at the inner loop, it's getting a lot better. So out of Prince George's County, we had a crash right near 414 St. Barnabas Road. It looks like that crash is gone. 95 is looking good on the Maryland side of things, but once you hit the Capitol Beltway top side past 650, you're going to see some slowdowns. You're also going to see some slowdowns along the 270 spur, especially heading southbound past Old Georgetown Road.
Thank you, Shanika. It's the first day of school for several major districts across the DMV today. Liberty Simmons is in the district as DC Public Schools opening its doors to students who are heading back to class.
Yeah, she's live at Jackson Reed High School this morning with what you and your child need to know. And Liberty, we heard you about an hour ago talk to the principal who was out there. Kind of exciting stuff going on at that school.
Oh yes, it is an exciting day. Good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Class is about to start in less than an hour here at Jackson Reed High School, and more than 2,000 students are about to head into that building. And I'm joined here with the cheer team and the Tiger. They are all excited for the first day of school. And I'm also joined by the athletic director, Patrice Arrington. And Patrice, the team is looking great. You guys are all excited and pumped for the first day of school. How are you feeling?
Fantastic. It has been such a great start of the year. The kids are excited to be back, coming off an Olympic year. All of our fall sports teams have already started getting ready and preparing for our competition, so we're just very happy.
Wow, already training. And you already mentioned that the soccer team has a lot of buzz too. Tell us about it.
Soccer team this year, our boys and girls teams, we had 100 guys come out for our boys team. We had 85 girls come out for soccer, 40 come out for volleyball. We have field hockey tryouts today. Football's been underway for a while here, so we're just all geared up, getting ready for the fall sports season and winning those DCIAA championships and also those state championships.
Well, good luck in winning all those championships. We are rooting for you guys, but tell us about how sports is so essential for a student's life in growing them, developing them, and contributing to their learning.
Absolutely. Like with sports, you learn so many things. You're building social skills, leadership development, just everything, camaraderie, learning how to get along well with others, and academics is in the forefront for sure. Like you want to be a student athlete first. So it's important to add just all of those elements on top of your academics to be a well-rounded student.
And what do you want the students and the athletes to know for the first day of school ahead?
Just if you're ready to participate in sports, we have to fill out our athletic paperwork to get prepared and get out there with your enthusiasm and be ready to work hard so you can get out there and play.
All right, thank you, Patrice. And I'm going to show you guys once again the team out here. If you guys want to give a little cheer for Corey and Tanaya back in the studio, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, how about those Tigers? They also got me wanting some Frosted Flakes.
I know, right?
Seeing the Tiger.
I'm hungry. Tony the Tiger.
Right?
Great.
That was a good impersonation. All right. Liberty, thank you. Time right now is 8:04. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is expected to appear at Minor Elementary School this morning to celebrate the first day of school for kids there. She released a back-to-school guide earlier this month. It includes some information about immunizations, early learning, academic support, and after-school programs there. All right, Montgomery County schools are also heading back to school as well.
I thought I did a good job. More than 160,000 students at over 200 schools are heading back to the classroom. This is the largest school district in Maryland with more than 24,000 employees. Coming up later in a newscast, our Jan Marie Sase will be live at Pinecrest Elementary School in Silver Spring with a look at how the school is getting ready for students to return to the classroom. And Prince George's County Public Schools also ready for students to head back to class. More than 120,000 students in the district will start today. The district is changing the school's start and end times and adjusting the bus routes for the new year. Leaders believe this will make getting to school safer and quicker. They will also introduce 10 new electric buses to reduce carbon emissions. The new year marks the launch of a new regional autism center at Pointer Ridge Elementary as well. The STEM Education Hub reopens following 4 years of renovations, and this includes the new mission control feature designed by NASA.
Also in Maryland, students in Charles and Washington counties are waking up this morning to start their first day of school, and they're not doing it alone. Over in Virginia, Arlington County students are returning to the classroom too. Kindergartners all the way to high school seniors are also having to get up this morning, and they're making their way back to school too. The district says preschool starts tomorrow. As for what's new this school year, keep in mind Virginia is rolling out cell phone policies for elementary and middle school students and high school too. Now, phones are only allowed to be used before and after school. During school, they must be turned off and put away. For high school students, they are only allowed to use the phones during lunch hours and in between classes. However, this policy also applies to other smart devices like AirPods and tablets.
And the Hagerstown Fire Department says 9 train cars derailed near South Burhans Boulevard. This happened yesterday afternoon. Officials say all of the cars were empty and no hazardous materials were spilled. Rail Service CSX was on the scene working to upright those cars. As of right now, there's no word on when that road is going to reopen.
And police in Prince William County say one person is dead after a car crashed and caught fire Friday night. Officials say they found a car in flames between Ode Bridge and Occoquan Roads in Woodbridge. Police believe the driver placed gasoline in the passenger side of their vehicle just before the crash, causing that fire. The driver died at the scene.
The Frederick County Sheriff's Office says 2 people were found dead inside of a home. Officials responded to Magdalene Court in Newmarket for a reported shooting yesterday. When they arrived, they found 2 people dead inside. Authorities say they also found 4 children inside the home. They were not injured. This incident remains under investigation. Happening today, the husband of Mamta Kafli Bhatt will appear in court for allegedly being involved in his wife's disappearance. Naresh Bhatt facing charges for concealing a body after his wife went missing last month. Court records allege he murdered his wife inside their home in Manassas Park. Bhatt will have a bond hearing today. He is currently in jail. And we are following the story around the clock, both on air and online. Stay up to date with the latest information by visiting our website, dcnewsnow.com. Former Prince George's County Councilmember Mel Franklin expected in court for a plea hearing today.
He faces 20 charges, including embezzlement, perjury, and felony theft scheme. Now, according to court documents, Franklin embezzled more than $120,000 in campaign funds between 2020 and last year. Documents show he used the funds for personal loans, rent, and cosmetic procedures. Franklin served the county for about 15 years before resigning back in June. County officials are holding a special election this November to fill his position. And D.C. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson says a temporary committee will look into Ward 8 council member Trayon White's bribery charge. He is accused of taking more than $150,000 while allegedly using his position on the council to secure government contracts for businesses. The committee will also look into where Councilmember White lives in D.C. The deadline to file a report is December 16th. And tonight there is also going to be a town hall meeting taking place to discuss the future of Ward 8. The meeting starts at 6 o'clock at the Arc on Mississippi Avenue in Southeast. Several community groups, we're told, are hosting this event. And in Northeast, a pedestrian bridge reopening after 3 years.
The new Lane Place Bridge opened on Friday. It crosses over 295, connecting Lane Place and Meade Street. The bridge collapsed back in 2021 after it was hit by a truck. The city received $17 million in disaster funds to rebuild it. City officials say the newly built bridge is a lot taller, making it safer for trucks to pass under. It also extends over the Kenilworth service roads.
Rough, especially early in the morning when people are trying to get to work. You know, you have people who don't have access to a car. So now that this is back up, they can cross over and get to the metro much quicker.
Officials say the bridge also has new lighting and ramps to increase accessibility. All right, 8:10 now on a Monday. Parts of Virginia still under a water advisory.
Yeah, when authorities say water will be safe to drink. Plus, back to class from Maryland's largest school district. Coming up this morning, how students and teachers are preparing for a return in Montgomery County.
But first, we are taking a live look outside. Jackie, what can people expect when they head out?
Now, out there right now, starting off at the 60s and low 70s, but will eventually warm back up to right around 90 this afternoon, but really heating things up by the middle of the week. More details, look at towards our 8-day forecast right after the break.